Alright, welcome back guys for another episode of AMsportsBALLERS. I'm Martin Gustry, with me as always I got Sigurd Grov. What's up, Sigurd?
Yes, sir. What's up, man? What's up?
Man, you look good, man, you look good. You ready for this episode there?
Yeah, I'm slightly ready. I just got off being a little bit sick, but now I'm back. I'm back on track. I'm good. I'm ready.
Yeah, I feel you, man. My wife's too been sick. I feel like it's a lot of sickness going around right now. So good thing you're
Yeah.
feeling better though. Just in time for this episode, right? You just got up today, like I'm good to go.
Yeah. I just got up like I don't know, shit, 3 hours ago, and then you called me. I was like, all right. You was like, yo, why you been ducking me, bro? You been ghosting me. I'm like, damn, bro. Hey, I've been sick, like crazy sick, bro. I didn't even see that you've been calling me. So yeah, now we're back.
Yeah, we're back, and we got a good episode today, man. We're gonna take another team talk, take a deep dive into one of the teams in the Elite Serien, and you said you wanted Lillestrøm for this episode, and Lillestrøm
Yeah.
didn't really work out schedule wise, so we threw some messages out, and Stian Skøien Braaten from 1814's said he'll come in for the interview. So I guess we're taking an Eidsvoll 1814's deep dive today. And
Yep.
that's good. It's a team we know a lot about. So
Yep.
let's not.
Yeah, it's a good fit. It's a good fit, and I'm happy that Stian stepped up, and he's gonna come in here and have a little interview, and I like that. It's cool. I think Stian hasn't really. Um, I don't think that there's a lot of people know that, but Stian is right now. He's like kind of in charge over there in Eidsvoll, and then it's kind of good for him to get his shine on a little bit. He puts in a lot of work, so yeah.
Yeah, he's been in the club. Stian and me, we was in class, and he played soccer. So I was or me and some other friends were the ones who'd be like, "Hey, Stian, you can play American football, right?" Like we saw this, we saw the potential in him. He had like good eye
Yeah.
coordination, good body movement, and when he started to play,
Yeah.
natural from day one. Just
Yeah.
stepped up and became a leader for the team pretty quick. And now he's the head coach
Yeah.
of the senior team, so playing head coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Exactly. Exactly.
he's really one of the guys that really stepped up every year, took it to another level, and now he's like you said, in charge. So that's good on Stian right there.
Yeah.
Some other things we're gonna do today. We're gonna talk a little bit NFL Combine. We're not. Let's just call this right now. We're not NFL experts. We watch the games.
No,
We
not
like the
at all.
players, but when it comes to college players moving up to the league, I'm not really. I'm not the best info guy. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't have all
Yeah.
the information about all these college guys coming up.
Yeah, not me neither, man. It's we don't really get that much content. Obviously, we could just go on YouTube or some other websites and get it from there, but we don't really get like the college hype over here in Norway. We don't really get the NFL hype either, but we put ourselves in a situation where we could get some NFL hype. But
Yeah,
for college is a little bit harder, for us. So
you said it.
for us to really like pay attention to college, you would have to have like an American friend, maybe with a hookup on a channel or something like that. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Actually, I tried this year. I got a ESPN Plus, and I couldn't even use it because I live in Norway. So I needed to use the
mm.
VPN. What do you call, like a VP
VPN.
VPN exactly? And I was like, no, I'm
Yeah,
not even gonna try that. And so I couldn't even
yeah,
watch college, even if I wanted to this year. So that sucks because football
yeah.
is
That
football,
sucks,
and college is it's exciting. I paid attention. I did some
dude.
betting on some games and stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
who
yeah,
won the net. I know who won the net is. I watched
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. But hey, college
Colorado play a little
football,
bit.
college. Oh God, come on, Colorado ball, bro. It's so cool to see Dion, prime time balling out with his kids. It's sick, bro. But hey, honestly, bro, college is in my opinion, college is a little bit more fun to watch than NFL because in NFL it's all, oh no, safe. Let's play it safe. Let's do
Yeah.
this, like to go the safe way. But college is like that's young kids who wants to make American football their job. So they're going all out, pulling out all the stops. And it's so much more fun to watch because you see those games, there's a lot of like big plays, cool new plays. and a lot of stuff here in the NFL, you already have the scheme in your head. Okay, it's first down, they're gonna run the ball, or it's second down, second and short, they're gonna run the ball, they're gonna do a tush push, and everything like that. It's like I feel like the college world is just so much wider than the NFL because in the NFL they're safer. That's why I kind of like watching the Lions play football as well in the NFL because the Lions, they're kind of a risky biscuit out there, bro. They go for it on fourth down like almost every time. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
So it's cool. It's cool to watch like college ball, and I wish I could watch it more, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, the difference is that in NFL, everybody gets paid. Everybody
Exactly,
has been
exactly.
their best, the guy going through
Yeah, yeah,
their career. So, but in college,
yeah.
you got people that just trying to make the team, and also people that
Hmm.
know they're gonna be in NFL soon, and still trying to get that Heisman Trophy and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
there's a
yeah, exactly,
bigger
exactly.
gap of talent in college, which gives you that
Yeah,
room to have high scoring games. So definitely more exciting. So
yeah.
we're not gonna talk intensively about the NFL Combine, which starts today actually on Monday as we record. We're gonna just touch the top guys, a little bit like that. Before we
Yep.
go any more into the football world for today, we got a big announcement to going on today. We got finally we're gonna reveal our sponsor for 2024, and like last year, we talked to Contact Sports, and they came through even with a bigger deal this year. For us
Yep.
personally, we're gonna have some merch line in their store. We're gonna get some ballers T-shirts, which we're gonna give out to the top ballers of the week. So this year, the top ballers they might get something. And
Yeah, man.
also, we got some end of the season trophies going on, some MVP awards, some offensive players awards that they said yes they wanna supply us with. So really hyped
Yeah.
about that. And also, you know, we like for us is about giving to you guys. And when we got a promo code Ballers10, we knew that that's a good deal because we we get a little bit cash back, but you guys also get 10% off anything you want to buy off their online store. So that's just a good deal for us because it's a good deal for you guys. You get 10% off, you get to buy some merch, you get to buy some swag. So that's why we love
Yeah.
to work with Contact Sports, and we're really looking forward to keeping them going in 2024.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I'm happy that they also are hyped, man. They saw the potential and it's because of you guys, man. It's because of everyone that's been watching the stream and everyone that's been using our promo code. You're the reason why we get to do another year with Contact Sports, and we're really grateful because now we've created even more opportunities for us to give away stuff to everyone, really, and like a bigger partnership, really. And it's because of you guys, like I said. So thank you guys so much, and be sure to ball out this year because there might be some coming your way if you do. So yeah.
Yeah, Seeger said it, and not just that, just they're just being there for the players all around, preseason, in season, postseason, helping people get ready and stay ready when it matters the most. And that's just we want to thank Contact Sports for that, just being there for all the players, and not just that, they are probably the biggest warehouse in the Nordics right now. They got a store. I don't remember where it's located, but they got a really nice store. Probably you can find the address on their website, and also they're doing pop-up stores. So if you're
Yeah.
Norwegian and you wanna take advantage of one of their pop-up stores, they're having one really close to Norway in Nordby, the 24th of
Yep.
March. So if you're a Norwegian, I would definitely check that out. If you really want to try the equipment before you buy it, like try the helmet, try the pads, that's a must.
Yeah.
Sometimes you really don't want to buy stuff if you haven't tested it first. So 24th of March,
Yeah.
March, yeah,
March.
March,
Marth. There we
yeah.
go. There we go.
So 24th of March at Nordby Hotel. Check them out. They're gonna be there all day almost. And also, if you got a wish list, like you don't want to go there without knowing they got the shit you want to test out, you can send a wish list to order at contactsports.sa.
Yeah, man. And yeah, I went to the last time they had a pop up in Nordby, and a lot of my teammates also went there and got some stuff. So it's definitely a good chance to go over there and get some new gear. You could get some. you can get some money off of the shipping, which is always a good thing. And you get to test the stuff like Martin said before you buy it, and that's maybe like a reassuring thing that you don't really get when you online shop, which is our world. Unfortunately, we have to online shop for everything. So when we get to go to a shop for once or pop up, then that's a good opportunity for us all. So, as you guys know, for last year we had this promo code called Ballers 10, and good news, it's going to be active for 2024 as well. So, if you guys are going to get some deals and buy some stuff from Contact Sports, be sure to use the code Ballers 10 on your checkout. Then you get 10% off. And yeah, guys, you guys been doing a good job with using a promo code last year, and I hope it benefited you guys as much as it benefited us going into this new sponsor year. So yeah, man, Ballers 10. Remember, Ballers 10.
Yeah, get your swag.
Get your swag.
So what do we know about the combine? Like the combine is all the college players, the top college players. They meet up in Indianapolis, at Lucas Oil Stadium, and they're doing drills, right? Like mostly physically drills, like running back pedal, shuffling, 40-yard dash, bench press. Like it's all based on like the physical attributes, like and also they're doing some mental testing. I know there's some testing, like they get to meet the teams that might draft them and stuff like that, and the coaches get to really fire some shots at them, see how they react. So that's what we know about the combine, right? So what's interesting about the combine this year? Let's start with who's the top dogs. Like we got Caleb Williams, right? He's predicted to go number one. And because he's predicted to go number one, he got only downside. Like if he make a bad pass at the combine, people's gonna be like, "Oh, is he really number one though?" So he decided not to pass.
Yeah. It's a move that's been you don't see that. You didn't see that being done. Like if you go like I don't know 20 years back, you didn't see people do that. But obviously it wasn't that as big of a deal maybe back then as it is now. But you kind of got to showcase what you got. You got to really prove that you're number one, in my opinion. If you go down there, obviously, yes, it's a risk, but it's also a risk where you could really put down your foot. Let's say Malik Hay, right? No, what was it? Yeah. Let's say he has a really good day at passing, and he does everything else really good as well. He actually beats Caleb in the 40 or whatever. Imagine, right? Imagine he does a lot of good stuff, and he's like over Caleb. He's over Caleb in every other category, and then as well he does good at the passing. Does he not lose his number one spot? In my opinion, he should. But hey, obviously a factor is game, like how you guys perform in game, and I think Caleb has done it a little bit better than what Malik has. So yeah, it's hard to say, but in my opinion, yeah, it is. It's the safe route to sit out, but also would be. I wouldn't have sit out. I'm just that kind of guy. I'm a competitor. I wouldn't have sat out if it was me. But yeah, I guess he's getting advice from everyone around him. So
I think Marvin Harrison also decided to sit out. He's the top wide receiver. And I think also when you said the thing 20 years back, it's not normal, but actually Calvin Johnson, Megatron, he sat out, but he went to the combine to get some meetings, talk to some coaches and whatnot, and he actually ran the 40-yard dash just because he was like, I'm already here, I might as well run it. And it was a big story about him borrowing somebody else's shoes, but it was actually not. It was him borrowing his shoes to somebody else, and then getting them back. But everybody saw him getting the shoes back, so everybody was like, "Oh shit, Calvin is borrowing somebody else's shoes for run." It was a big story back then.
I didn't know that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but he ran a 4.33 though. Like, that's so fast.
That is crazy fast, man. Hey, come on, Megatron. You never go wrong with Megatron, bro.
We used to do some. we used to do some testing at Eidsvoll, probably other teams too. But
Dude, I
and
remember.
we had like 40-yard dash and stuff like that. But it was a hand timed, and I remember I
Yeah.
ran never under 5, but one time I ran a 4.87,
Yeah.
and I was like so proud. And then I told somebody, I was like, yeah, man, I run 4.87, and he just shut
Yeah.
it down like, no, 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 hand time. Somebody fucked up. You did not run that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that I we had lasers. We had lasers when we were in the old town once, and not even gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I remember that Arne ran like a 4.5 something, 4.5 plus, and then back then it was I also ran, but I ran like a 4.8 or something. But it was still fun. It was still fun. I remember we did that testing too. I wish we could do that more. Um, yeah,
I can believe that though.
fun
Arne
time.
is one of the fastest guys in Norway, so like
Yeah.
if you run a 4.5, I'm yeah, okay, sure.
Like that's just something that's in my head. I'm not even sure if it's right, but it's a few years back, more than a few years, and it was in World Town, but it was with lasers, and I'm pretty sure he ran something 4.5. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember, but yeah,
That's cool though.
yeah.
Do you have any predictions of guys that might impress in the combine?
um,
Because this is the stage
not
where
really.
people, if they're like, for example, Jarek McKinnon, he was a projected 6 and 7. He's the running back for the Chiefs right now, number 1 I think
Yeah,
he wears, and he was like, he has the best combine ever. Like, if you
yeah,
look up Jarek McKinnon, like the best combine ever. Like he scored so good in every point you could, and whatever, he was like 7 and 6 round projected draft pick, and then after the combine he got
yeah,
picked third. So like the combine can really boost and help some guys.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Honestly, man, I don't know because, as I said earlier, I don't know enough to really put out any opinions. I don't know enough about this stuff, and I wish I did, but unfortunately, I don't. But I don't know, man. Maybe Jaden Daniels would have a
Yeah,
good day, but it's
quarterback.
yeah, quarterback, but
LSU, right?
yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think he's gonna have a decent day. He's number third. He's not like he's like the lowest of those top three quarterbacks, and I think that he really has a day. He has to prove something. So, yeah,
Definitely. I think he won the Heisman too. Like he's a really good athlete. So if he can really put the pen to the paper, like really show everybody
yeah,
like
yeah,
he is the best athlete, because you know
yeah,
you want an athletic quarterback these days. Like the scheme has totally shifted. You don't want that traditional Tom Brady pocket passer. You want that Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen type of quarterback that can also run a little bit.
yeah. The dual threat, triple threat, boy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was gonna say actually Drake May. I think he's gonna have a great combine. Not only because of his testing, but also because of the mental part. I think he's gonna do really really well in the um, in the interviews with the coaches, because he just seems like a really down to earth, really mature guy. And I don't know. I'm really excited to see Drake May in coming into the NFL, and excited to see where he ends up. More than
Yeah,
Caleb Williams, actually.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's really. I think that's all I have, man, for the combine. I think I don't really have much more to add.
yeah, yeah. Same here. Like we could talk a lot about combine, but we're not the experts. So for next
Yeah,
episode, we
not at
might
all.
we might have some experts coming on for wrap up the combine with us. All right.
Yeah, that
No
would be cool. That
promises,
would be cool.
but I'm pulling some strings. I'm trying to have some experts on this show to talk combine with us, to really teach you and me and everybody that's listening about who did well and who did not at the combine. Because I
Yeah.
got 3 kids. I got no time to look at that shit all day. Too much
Yeah.
football.
Yeah. I don't really have an excuse. I just don't really watch college ball that much. I'm just not gonna lie. I'm just not gonna lie. You know.
Yeah, I got it. I'm just gonna say the schedule right now. The defensive linemen and linebackers, they're going at it at Thursday, and you could tune on NFL Network and you can see the combine live. Just so you know. So defensive linemen, linebackers Thursday, defensive backs and tight ends Friday, quarterbacks, wide receivers, and running backs on Saturday, and offensive linemen on Sunday. I like that defensive back tight end day. That's gonna be exciting, man. I love me some
Yeah,
defensive backs.
yeah. That's always fun to watch, man. Come on.
Yeah, man. They're the more. They
Most
are the
athletic
most
group
skilled
out there.
guys.
DBs, baby.
They are the the most skilled guys at the NFL field. Let's no joke. They are.
For sure. For sure.
All right, so we're done with the combine. Let's go on to team talk.
Talk with Eidsvoll 1814's, baby.
Well, before we talk with Eidsvoll 1814's, let's talk about Eidsvoll 1814's because
Yeah.
you're a player there, or more like a coach while you're rehabbing right now, and
Yeah.
you know that's so we're not gonna pick your brain too much. You know, you don't want to spoil all the surprises here for the season, but let's try
Yeah.
to be as transparent as maybe Kasper Tretter was. He really he gave us
Yeah.
all
He
he
was.
wanted, and
Yeah.
you know I love that.
I
So
I I have nothing more in mind than like when you see how Cosped was. I really hope that everyone is as transparent as he was, because it really makes it, not only doesn't make it fair, but it also like shows like the level of respect that is in. We're a small group of teams, guys, here in the top division. We're a small group of teams. We should all really be. I know that we are competing, but what are we really competing for? We're four teams. It's not like a you know what I mean? Like it's not like a 32 division team or 32 team division out here. So you know, having Cuspid being that transparent really shows that level of respect and confidence as well. And I really want everyone to be on that same level or wavelength or whatever. Some bölgelängd. I don't know, but yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So that's to the other teams right there. Like obviously we do like we don't want to spoil the teams. Like we don't want to give out the inside information that you want to
yeah.
hold
Of
back. We
course
just
not.
want to
Of
talk
course
about
not.
ball, talk about the teams. Like we know it's early in the preseason, but let's talk ball. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And so in Eidsvoll, you got what is Eidsvoll, right? Eidsvoll is the core guys. It's the good old group. It's the same old gang. You know.
yeah,
The guys I played U13 with are the guys still there playing at it? You know, Arne,
yeah.
Stian, and you know the
Food.
good old boys. Tor Erik joined a little bit later, but you know
Yeah, yeah.
the good old gangs, and so that's what we can expect, right? Like the same group coming back.
Yeah. I mean, you could expect that. Obviously, that is what ITIL has been for the last, I don't know, maybe 5 years. In my opinion, or 3 or 4 maybe. But nevertheless, there's still some young talent coming up. We have some new players coming from like different places, but we unfortunately, as a lot of other teams as well in Norway, we don't really have that much of a junior program that really fell apart during
Yeah,
COVID or right before COVID. That really fell apart, and that was really a big hit, because the most important part of an organization is their junior program, and it's where you get the players to play at the senior level. You know, when they grow older, and unfortunately, we don't have a lot of those. We have some U17 kids that needs to play somewhere, and they're might be jumping up, and that's that's kind of a scary thing for a lot of kids. I know that I was scared a little bit when I played my first senior game, and I just finished my U17 season, and then I played a game with you guys, and I'm not gonna lie, I was scared shitless. I was
bro,
scared shitless, but you adapt.
bro. I had the most scariest like baptized into the senior team. Like also Vikings
Yeah,
had this import linebacker, tall, like beast, you know, and I was a
yeah,
corner, so I was matched up with them all game long, and they was like,
Yeah,
well, what player can we maybe exploit a little bit here? Is the rookie or is the
yeah.
veteran on the other side? So obviously
On
they
the other
put him on
side, yeah,
my side all the time,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro,
Maybe that's a
let me
coaching
finish.
problem. He said you
Let
they
me
should have
finish.
had the coach like okay, okay,
Let me
okay, okay,
finish.
okay.
I get the game ball that game and baptized Goose
Oh,
Island. I shut him
oh,
down, bro. I had an interception too.
let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go, boy. That's what I'm talking about. That's
All
what I'm
right. He
talking
did have
about.
a touchdown on me though, but everybody saw it was offensive pass interference. He pushed me down to get the ball.
That's sick, man. That's
Yeah.
sick. That's a cool story. Yeah, my story doesn't go like that. My first game was against I'm pretty sure it was against Lura Bulls at Bern. And that was the year that Lura Bulls took it all. Like they won it all. They were a really,
That was your
really
rookie year?
dominant team that year. Yeah, that was my rookie year.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they I'm not even gonna lie, man. They had this huge like straight out. I'm not even gonna lie, man. This guy was he was straight out of America. You know what I mean? Like
The
and he had
linebacker.
long. No, yeah, it was the linebacker, but he played receiver as well.
Yeah,
And it
yeah,
was
yeah.
and I played corner. And yeah. I'm gonna let you know that guy could run his mouth, man. He would talk to me the entire game. I remember one play like this was like I remember it's so good. We were on punt. Or we had punt return. They had punt. So he was a gunner, and I was supposed to lock him down. Right? I was like, "Oof, shit!" And first thing he lines up is he says, "Yo, kid, man, yo, I'll go 30% if you go 30%. All right, we chilling." I'm like, yes, I didn't even answer him because I was so shitless scared. I didn't even answer him. I was like, "Oh shit, what's going on
Oh
right now?"
shit.
And
Here we
then
go.
and then yeah, and he starts going 30%, and my dumb ass goes up and presses that dude like crazy. And he was like, "Oh, okay." So he like basically stiff arms me to the ground, just runs past me. I was like, "Oh no, no fun at all." But after that moment, though, I was like, "Okay, all right, I know what kind of league this is now. I got to be serious. I'm joking around." So if you get annoyed by me talking shit, it's just because I talk a lot of shit in this league, and if you get annoyed by that, it's just to make you better and me better and everyone around a little bit more intense, like the game, make the situation a little bit more intense. So yeah,
Right. I mean, I remember that linebacker, man. He was tough. He was a hard
dude,
hard player. He
yeah,
uh he was a difference maker for them. I remember we were about to win this game in Bern. You remember that? And Riley Bowen, our linebacker, Superman, Man of Steel, he reaches
hmm
out to score the touchdown, and boom, that linebacker you talked about, he knocked the ball out
yeah,
like
knocks it out.
one
Yeah.
inch before the goal line,
Yeah.
and they won that
Dude,
game over us.
Norway has seen so much talent that really nobody knows. Like Norway has had so many players, bro. Like there's a lot of these kids today that have no clue. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah, yeah, because we had so
It's
many
been so
imports
many
playing
dude.
when we were
Yeah.
play like back in the day. We had so many more imports. Right now, it's so refreshing to see that the teams are actually bringing in some Americans.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
like just having an American quarterback. You know how much that's gonna elevate all the team. Like to having
Yeah.
basically a coach on the field coaching all the old line because he wants the protection good, coaching all the wide receivers because he wants the routes, like getting on their back if they drop a pass. Like it's gonna,
Mhm.
and you don't want to be a wide receiver fucking up either. So it's gonna elevate
Mhm.
all the level of of the team.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, man, definitely one of the Hall of Famers that's been through. Or we're kind of off topic right now, but I like talking like this. Hey, it's our podcast; we can do what we want. So, definitely one of
Deal
like the
with it.
Hall of Famers guys that been deal with it, boy. But definitely one of the Hall of Famers that's been brought into like Norway. I'd say is a 1814's alumni, and it's a guy with the name Kristen James. That
Christian
man could
James,
ball anywhere, bro.
bro, he
Damn.
just had his debut boxing match in America.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Did he win?
Actually, you know what? I might misspoke because maybe his debut is like this weekend, Friday or Saturday. Like he's been
Okay,
posting
okay.
about it, so that's really cool. He's going at it, bro.
That's awesome. Like, dude balled out so much that even me, who never played on a team with him, I was just a junior watching him play, and I still like, holy shit, man, that guy's a goat, bro. Holy man, that guy
Yeah,
was
man.
so fast. There is no one. There's like definitely 110%. No one in this league today, in this Norwegian league, that would be able to tackle him because even way back then when he played, nobody could tackle him. You know what I mean, bro? That guy was
He
so fast,
he juked Americans out of their socks, man. Like he was
bro.
crazy.
Yeah. It
And
was insane.
we didn't have Christian when you started to play though, because that when Lura won it all, that was we had Aaron, right, as
Yeah, yeah,
running
yeah.
back.
Yeah, we didn't have yeah, exactly. I think that was my second year though when Aaron was here because did Aaron come right after Christian?
No, yeah, and he was here that year we lost against Lura. I remember that.
Yeah. Okay, okay. Well then that was my rookie year then. Yeah, exactly. With
Yeah,
Aaron. I remember Aaron a lot.
yeah, it makes sense actually, because after that game, I think I got you pretty drunk back in the crib here. So I just moved
Yeah.
in that year, and
Yeah.
yeah, and Aaron was good, man. The only mistake we made that game is that Lura, their quarterback, what's his name again?
Harry Peoples?
Yeah, exactly. He played both offense and he played safety and punt returner. So they used him to the max.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
also they had that linebacker you talked
Yeah.
about. And we could have
Yeah.
used Aaron as a linebacker too, because um, Riley was struggling with his shoulder, so we could have definitely used that help at defensive end or linebacker. So I feel like
Yeah.
that's the mistake I still did that game, is just having Aaron at one position when he could have maybe played both offense and defense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Definitely, man.
the
If you
year
have American
after,
talent, bro, just use it.
the year after he went to Spain and he balled out as a linebacker.
He did?
Yeah,
Damn. Yeah. That sucks that we didn't have him. Why did we not get him back, man? He was a cool dude.
yeah, chill, really chill, good dude. Loved to
Really
play
chill, dude. Really
Xbox,
chill, dude.
watch anime and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like he was
Yeah, man.
kind of a geek, but he was such a cool dude.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
All right, let's
All
back
right.
back on
Let's see.
track
Let's
here.
yeah.
We were talking about
Let's
Eidsvoll,
get back on track
and
here.
when you
Yeah.
talk about our
Um.
team, we're gonna go back to memory lane a little bit. That's cool.
Of course, man. Of course.
So, but you said there are
But
some
yeah.
young players coming up, and
Yeah.
there's a few I want to talk about right there. That safety number 22, right? What's his name again?
Sofiel.
Yeah, exactly. He's a really
Okay.
talented guy,
Yeah.
and I'm really excited to see him at the senior game.
Yeah. Me too, man. I have a lot of faith in Sofian. I see him as one of the future athletes that I still could have, but he's young and he likes to do. Um, he's young, like you and me were when we were young. We didn't really prioritize different stuff, and he's also have some stuff going on. He's like works a lot, and he's got some sickness or not sickness, but he's been sick a little bit, and injuries has been plaguing him. So I hope that he really gets back to like where I see him going and where he wants to be.
We're
But
gonna see, bro.
you know,
We're gonna see, bro.
we're gonna see. I
You're.
hope so because I
I
also have
like the
yeah
strategy here, Sigurd.
yeah
Lowering the expectations for everybody. I like it. All right. And then when Sufian plays, he's gonna
exactly
ball out and he's gonna take everybody
exactly.
by surprise. I like it.
Hey, you gotta have your teammates back. They're
Yeah.
they're they're not rooks anymore too. So I don't really have to because he played last year. I don't really have to be nice to him, but now I am because that's just who I am, bro. I'm a
Yeah.
nice
And
guy.
another young talent, Odin at the quarterback, number one. He played last year. Got his got his shit
Cornerback. Yeah, yeah,
knocked
yeah.
out in the NM finale, but but he
Dude,
was
but
he
that
was a
guy,
good
bro,
player.
that guy showed up to the party after the game. He didn't. Nobody cares. He did not care, bro. He's a
No shit.
baller right there. Showed up to tell everybody I'm good. Fuck them Vikes, bro. That's what he said. He showed up to the party and like, hey, I'm good, boys. I'm good. It's a real baller right there, bro. And no joke, that guy's gonna make a difference, bro. He's a guy that really wants it. He shows up to everything that he can, every practice that he can, and then he really Yeah, like you said, man, that guy's he's gonna be a lockdown corner, and if he transitions to play safety, he might. I don't know. We'll see what happens about that, but as of right now, he's a lockdown corner in my mind.
Yeah, I had a question going on Instagram. Who's the top three between 3 and 5 quarterbacks and also corners? And Udin was actually mentioned in one of those comments that I answers that I got there.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's
let's
really
talk a
cool.
little bit about that real quick. Like I'm gonna ask the questions, and I want people to give me some feedback about who they think deserves a spot on a list like that, or if they know about three guys, put all three names. And it's for me and Sigurd to get
Yeah.
some names, get some insight, and we are actually gonna make a top three list about the positions going on. We're gonna do quarterbacks later this
Yeah.
show, so stay tuned for that.
Nice.
You do know that, but it's pretty. I think
I didn't know
quarterbacks are
that.
pretty basic. It's four guys we can choose from, and three of them,
Yeah,
three of
yeah.
them are Americans, so it might go that way.
It's kind of hard to it might go that way, but it's it's definitely kind of hard to rank someone when you haven't seen them.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
that's hard. That's hard.
Yeah. All right. So, what are we expecting from Eidsvoll? You say the core is back, plus a little bit of young talent, but no
Yeah,
news
I'm
about
not gonna
any
give away.
imports or
Yeah,
anything like that. No, like nobody.
yeah, yeah. You know what, man? Stian is gonna come in here later, so I'm not really gonna give away everything. I'm just gonna let Stian really take the helm because he is the edge coach. I just know a little bit, so I try to be as transparent as Cuspid here. Just give it away what we can, and with it's not really too much info on the import
Because
road. But what I
Michael,
can say is that yeah.
we got Michael coming
Michael and
back,
I mean,
and we got
we
Rich.
have yeah, exactly. We have Michael and Rich, and we're like we've
And
had like the last 3 years or 2 years.
and
So
I heard some rumors you might have another American linebacker.
we
We might.
might. That's up to that's not up to me. That's up to Stian if we get a player like that. I don't know, but
Yeah.
hopefully that would be sick. That would be real cool. And but I know we're going to get there's one player that's gonna come back. I don't know if you know,
Yeah.
but that's a
Elias.
huge one.
Joachim Eliassen.
Yeah, there you go. That's a huge
Yeah,
one
yeah,
right
yeah.
there.
Bro,
That's
I
a
sent
huge
him a
one. I'm
message. You
not.
guys
Yeah.
posted that team picture on the football field outside, and I
Yeah.
was like, is that Joachim in the back, in the very back there? Like you couldn't really
Yeah.
tell, so
Yeah.
I sent
Yeah.
him a message, and I was like, "Yo, you back?" And he's like, "I think so. I think I might be."
Yeah. Let's go, man. I'm so hyped about that, bro. Do you
Yeah,
understand how hyped that is? I have
he's
so much I have so much
multiple
respect for that man, bro.
multiple years in a row. He's been like the Norwegian All-Star team that American
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
football. Hey, get back to that. Do that. Keep doing that. Make that All-Star team. Bring
Oh
it
yeah, you
back.
guys have to start doing that. You guys have to bring that back. Hey, bring back the Norwegian All-Star team, please. My
Yeah,
God, that's been like, I remember that was so hyped. I remember when like, oh, who's gonna become on the All-Star team, and I really wanted
yeah,
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
on that team, man. I think I actually ended up being there once though before they stopped doing it. But hey, bring that shit back, please.
Oh, you did. You definitely could have been last year. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. I'm no, I was on that team the last year. Yeah, I remember because yeah, Pierre Gordon was there. He was there as a returner, and I was there as a corner. That
Yeah.
was the last year.
All right.
Let's talk
Hey,
to Stian though. Let's have Stian in here, man.
yeah, he's coming on pretty soon. He's coming on at in 5 minutes,
Oh,
about five
okay,
minutes. Hey, I got a
okay,
thought.
okay, okay.
Just a thought. It's Is Eidsvoll the team that is most exposed of losing their talents to
Yeah,
other teams?
no doubt about that. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna put that out there. Ain't no doubt about that, man. We have
'Cause-
now not one, not two, not three. Okay, I'm sorry. There's two teams now that has
all right.
players from Eidsvoll that's been like people that we have groomed or no, oh my god, groomed. No, not groomed, but people that we have um raised in our junior program, and we have really wanted them to take a part of our senior program, and now they're at some other team. You have one player at Lillestrøm. We have players in dude, we have still okay. So
Trolls.
we have 3
It was
teams
like
now, but Vikings. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was
I
like
was about to say. I was about
five
to say. There is
Eidsvoll
3 teams.
players transferred to Trolls this year.
Yeah, 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 yeah. There's 5 players at Trolls. We have a junior player that we really wanted to take further in our in our to our senior team who unfortunately plays for the Vikings. I don't know if he's going with them in the Swedish league, but I'm talking about Daniel Nygård. He
Yeah, that's
was
right.
yeah, he was a huge player for Eidsvoll, and
Cornerback
he
or
played.
linebacker.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. He played all through our entire junior program until he was stepping up for U19, I think, and that's when he um, jumped over
Vikings.
to Vikings. Yeah, but hey, that guy I have a lot of respect for. He's doing what he can, and I don't think that 100% his transition was his decision, because I think it might have something to do with Aito not having a team. I think that was like
Yeah.
some of it.
And my next
Um,
point
I don't
actually
remember though.
was like, okay, is that management? Is it Eidsvoll's fault while these people are moving? Because let's just talk about quarterbacks for a second. From
Yeah,
junior, U15, U17, U19, we had Wilhelm, right? And then
yeah.
right before he was gonna go into senior, he went to Vikings. And
He
then
played it one
who's
year. It's in here for us.
yeah, right, yeah, he did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And then next up was Raimon, 1 year, and then he
yeah,
went to Glads,
yeah, yeah.
and then
His reason though it is a little bit different. He moved because he moved to Kristiansand
yeah.
to move there with his girlfriend. So that was like he didn't switch teams because he said fuck the team or anything. He was he was a good teammate for a long time, and he has nothing but love for Eidsvoll, still has. But I wish he could come back, but he has a life over there in Kristiansand now, so he's doing his thing. And I got respect for him. He's a good baller, bro. He's been one of the top guys for Chris. It's crazy, we lose one guy and he goes over to Christensen. He's now one of the top guys over there.
he's the top guy. Seriously, let's be
Yeah, he's
honest.
the guy. He's the guy.
Outside of
Yeah, yeah,
Alien,
100%.
he's
I
he's the
still
top
think
guy.
he does. He does more. He does more than Allen, man. That guy
Yeah,
is
yeah, because he
no
plays.
no disrespect to Allen at all. Yeah,
He's
but yeah,
definitely the top guy, and it's so fun to see. Like,
yeah,
okay, Eidsvoll has groomed some players. They become like the top guys in the teams they go to. That's fun to see, obviously. But I just feel like Eidsvoll would be in a very different spot if they didn't lose their quarterback all the time.
yeah, yeah. It's been tough. It's been tough. We're lucky that we have Michael that could
Yeah,
step up as quarterback. We did get Willem back last year to try it again, but it didn't work out. It didn't just didn't work out. Now he's over at Trolls, and yeah, we have a player over at Lillestrøm as well. Yeah, we have a lot of Eidsvoll alumni in the Norwegian series, bro.
yeah.
So I don't know if that says something about Eidsvoll. I think it does. I really think that it shows what Eidsvoll has been able to do in the last 10 years. Like how good they've been at like these guys that now are moving over to different teams, right? That has been in a different team as well. They have been the guy, or not only the guy, but they've been like a really top prospect for the teams. You know what I mean? So it really shows how good Eitel has been at coaching juniors and developing young talent, man. I think that Eitel should be up there as like, obviously you could say that uh, a biased man right now, but I'm just saying, man.
You're
You
both
look at all
obvious.
the talent we have. There's a lot of talent. Yeah, there's a lot of talent coming out of every team, but I think that Eitel. I'm not even gonna lie. I think that Eitel has been number one in like developing talent in Norway because Jesus Christ, we have a lot of talent out there.
All right. Before we get into deeper talk about our biased
Yeah, yeah,
self, Sigurd, we got a guy waiting on call here,
yeah.
and he's the first year head coach of Eidsvoll 1814's. He started in the juniors, U19, I think, and he moved his way up to seniors, and now he's the head coach. Say welcome to Sigurd. No, Stian.
There we
What's up,
go.
Stian? How you doing?
There we go.
Oh, give me a sec here. There we go. What's up, Stian? How you doing?
Hi guys. Thanks for having me on.
No
Yeah, man.
problem. You're the star of the show right now. How's the preparation for the season going?
It's going good. Got the practice going outside a while ago, and we're just starting to get banging and having some fun.
All right. Oh, your pads on and everything is good.
Yeah, we've been pads on for a while actually, so we're just starting to get into the actual like hitting and starting to try to toughen up some guys.
All right. So,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, we're not gonna go into details and stuff like that, but we would obviously love to talk about the team. Me and Sigurd, we took a quick wrap up what we could. We went down a few rabbit holes, but that's what we do. And I just want to ask you, like, what your expectations going into this season as. I did the test. I did the asking on Instagram. You are the favorites going into the season, and do you like that spot for you, Eidsvoll?
Our expectations, obviously, going into every year is we want to win. That's a given. That's why we're playing the sport. But I don't. I know that you had Cuspid on here earlier, the head coach for the Trolls, and he said that this year is a pretty open year, and I gotta have to agree with him. Other teams are looking really good this year. Brought in a lot of talent, a couple of the teams. But we always believe in ourselves and what we can do, and we believe that we're going to deliver this year.
Yeah, you said it, man. Like, there's a lot of talent this year, and do you think
Yeah.
that's like the big bad wolf is gone to Sweden? So now the teams feel like it's our year. We can make it, and that's why they try to invest a little bit more. And why haven't Eidsvoll done the same?
While we feel confident in the players that we do have and the guys that we've brought in earlier, in Rich and Michael, and we feel confident that those guys can keep delivering on a high level, and the players that we do have are going to step up in a big way. But like you asked, obviously, it does feel like the other teams are kind of sensing an opportunity here, and you just got to respect all the players that are in the league and the new guys they're bringing in. There are some pretty good players out there, so it's going to be an interesting year.
It's the seventh year Michael is in Eidsvoll this year. Means a lot to the community right now, right? Like he's kind of one of the core guys that you would say are Eidsvoll guys.
For sure. He's I haven't even thought about that, but yeah, it's his seventh year. He came first year in 2017, so that's right. He's been around, so he knows the guys, and he kind of knows what buttons to push to help guys just step up at practice and show up, and definitely helps out with like building the team as a whole, both like on the field and off the field. So definitely a contributor on both on the field and off the field there.
Yeah. And for you, like, how does it feel for you to be stepping in as a playing head coach? I know playing head coach is not really an easy spot to be in because you're required to be in the control of all the team, and at the same time yourself getting really exhausted from playing the game. And how do you feel like you're gonna conquer the feeling and also like counter the process of getting tired and same time coaching the team? Are you gonna call plays?
Right now, we have Michael calling plays.
All right.
Hopefully, I'll be able to step out of the field a little bit more this year. We have some new guys coming in that are really, really good. Young guys that are stepping up, and some new players that are coming in. So I'm just crossing my fingers that I can get some more time on the sidelines because been playing for a long time, getting banged up, but you know, we'll deal with it. We've had that situation where we've had coaches on the sideline, but we haven't had the most coaches, so we've always been reliant on the players on the field helping out. So we're working on it in practice every day. So I'm confident that we'll make it work in game days too.
Yeah, me and Seeger and Casper last episode, we talked a little bit about the Casper effect. Like
Mm.
we saw him draw a lot of attention and also a lot of players to his team. Do you feel like you had like a sort of effect? We already talked about Joachim Eliassen coming back. He's a big talent for the defensive end position.
For sure. Joachim is a awesome guy to have around. Again, both on and off the field. I wouldn't say I've had that effect really. We've had some guys come back. We've had some guys that are unfortunately stepping away this year, and I feel like it's kind of the same as it's been every year. We got some young guys coming up, but yeah, no, I wouldn't pride myself with the Casper effect there.
All right. So you got anything?
No, man. I don't really have a lot to say here. You know, I mean, Stian, we talk we talk a lot of football on this side outside of the podcast right here. So we also meet each other for practices and stuff. So it's not a lot of questions I really have for you, but I could say is how has it been for you? Give you the same question that I give Casper. How's it been for you being dealt the job of being a head coach? Like, have you felt like any pressure or anything that you really, you know, anything that you have to say about being a head coach?
Definitely, it's different. You get a little bit of a different relationship with all the players around you because again, you're responsible for the whole planning of all the practices. You know, the everything around the practice, making sure they show up, contracts and stuff. So you're helping out with that. Uh, so you kind of have a different way of uh, relating to the players, I guess. And yeah, just that side of it. Other than that, you know, like I said, we've been feel like we've been a lot of us players have been helping out for a while already. So that
Mm.
side of it, the practice and like running things is pretty yeah, routine, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Good answer.
Yeah. Yeah, like you kind of have like with the core guys, you kind of have the coaching strength on the field already. Like if you want to relay a message, you can just tell the each position has like a leader, like he is the leader of the position. You can just tell that guy to get on his guys, and then it will be done. So that's kind of a neat thing to have.
Definitely. That is it's uh it's definitely the probably like the best thing you could have is just those guys that you can trust that like you said, you can just tell that one guy, listen, this is what you guys need to do, and he'll relay that, and that means the world. It's doing being just the one coach, not having those guys is impossible.
Yeah. The only thing bad side with being you in your position right now, you can't really be the asshole, can you? Because you know the guys. This is your best friends, and you can't really be like the coach that comes in from out of town and just getting on people's asses. You can't really yell
Traditional.
at them and stuff like that.
That is a problem. Yes, I feel like I have to play like the in between of being a grumpy ass like coach trying to like get on people, and then you turn around and you're lining up next to someone, and you're like, yeah, haha, we're all good.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that is a different, a little bit of a hard balance, but you know, the guys are understanding of the situation, and they deal with it pretty well. So
I'm
yeah,
just imagining
Yeah.
you getting on the offense back, like, hey, let's fucking get something going on here, and then you stepping up in the huddle. Everybody's like, did you hear Coach what he said? Man, and you're like, you know,
yeah, they don't really
nobody
get
can
the
say
chance
shit.
to. Yeah, no, they can't really talk behind my back at all because I'm always there. So yeah, that sucks for them.
Yeah.
Right.
But
And then,
hey, if I could say, oh, sorry.
no,
You
go
wanna?
for it.
Okay, I'm just going. From our perspective, we've been seeing a lot of hype during or coming around from this league in Norway. We like you have trolls making all of these videos, making segments with the VG and then Lillestrøm signing all these new players, and also Christiansen signing some really good talent coming from international talent. How do you think that Eidsvoll or our team now really can compare and to what the hype that is going on in the rest of the league? What do you think that we are comparing to that?
Uh, all the other teams again, they've brought in some good ass players. Like they brought in some legit ballers. So again, they're going to be good, and they have some good players already. So it's going to be interesting. But you know, preseason hype is preseason hype. It is what it is. It's always going to be talk a big talk, but you know, you got to walk the walk too. And I
Yeah.
feel like we've walked that walk pretty much every year for a
Mhm.
while now. Again, we've come up short a couple of times in like the finals and stuff, but we've always been up there and competing, and we're bringing back that core group of guys that have always been up there. And again, they're bringing in some real ballers, so it's going to be interesting to see. But I have faith in our guys and what we do, and yeah,
For sure.
Coming up short a couple of times. I got 5 silvers on my wall here. That's more than a couple times, you know.
yeah. I wanted to not put the number on it, but yeah, definitely we've had our fair share of bitter defeats over the last
Probably longest
decade.
silver
But
streak going on in Norway. So not anymore though. But
yeah,
previously,
not anymore. But yeah, we had a good streak going there. That's true.
Well, you got to take what you can, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And Sigurd touched into a little good a good subject there, like recruitment. Is that should, because he talked about like U19, you don't really have a team. U17, you don't really have a team. U14, you got a team this year, so that's good news. And but what I don't know. Are you the head coach of any of the junior programs?
Not this year, unfortunately. With work in this head coaching job with the seniors, I don't really have enough time, unfortunately, to do any junior stuff this year.
Yeah.
But we do have Rich. He's helping out with U14 and U17, and we are planning on working on some more recruitment to get the junior programs up and running again. Definitely.
Yeah, in my mind, it really starts to get a little bit urgent. Like in 5 years, you might even, or not even 5 years, when you have like the core guys starting to retire, like who you need that refreshment or fresh players, not to come up, but also to establish themselves before you guys disappear.
For sure. That is, we were lucky. Like we had a good foundation of. I heard you guys a little bit before I came in that you talked about players coming out of Eidsvoll, and that is definitely because of the foundation that was laid with like bringing in youth players, and we had like a 5-year run of like U17 golds, just because we had that bunch of kids that came in and bought in, and we had a good group of guys, and that is definitely something that we as a club are focused on getting back to.
Yeah, it's definitely something that we really need to look into, because junior program is the most important thing of a American football program in Norway, because as he said, when us, or not, maybe not me, but say you, Thor, Arne, and all the core guys has been like playing for the senior team for a long time. When you guys are gone, there's not a lot of people that is gonna pick up the pieces, and it continued this great run that we've had at the senior level. So for juniors, we really need to pick it up, and also secondly, we really need to figure out a way to keep our players here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And he thought about Eidsvoll. I know Derek Munn, he actually informed us that Eidsvoll also got the offer to play in the Swedish series this year. And any thought about that? And not maybe Sweden, but more like any thought about international play going in forward?
This year, we unfortunately, like our numbers players wise, just from going from last year, it was hard for us to commit to doing that, and in a financial way too, it was going to be a lot of travels that we couldn't really. It was hard for us to commit without knowing our full number of players that early, that we had to commit to playing in Sweden. So we unfortunately had to say no to that. But this year, I don't know if we haven't really had any other opportunities to go play outside of Norway. We do have a scrimmage coming up or not a scrimmage, but a joint practice in Karlstad coming up. So that's going to be fun. Always good to compete with those guys there. Yeah. They got some players over there, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah. I love to point out some players that you really want to highlight going into this year that might not many people might know about, but you predict that they will in the end of the year.
Ooh, you've already talked about like some of the old heads and some of the guys coming back. Joachim obviously is a big guy to get back. He can play. He plays that end position probably like one of the best ones in Norway. I feel like we have probably the 2 best ends in Norway in our team. So that definitely a good combo to have back with Jürgen and Joachim off each of their edge. And he can also play some linebacker, and he can play O-line for us. So he's one of those guys that just all around a baller. We also have some young guys stepping up that are going to be playing bigger roles this year. We have Sofian that's going to step up. Hopefully he can play some safety and some corner for us. He played a lot for us last year, and did a great job when he stepped in. And we're expecting good things from him. We also have other guys that are coming in. Martin played this. Hordeman played this last year. Did a good job. Had an interception in the semifinals against the Glads. He's been taking great strides this year, and he's going to be a baller for us.
Yeah.
All right. That's some players to look for right there. So if you're opposite team, cue those guys, and
For sure. Yeah, man. I definitely agree with you there on those players. As I said, I'll maybe put in also Odin as one of those guys that are gonna flourish, because he's really showing up. He's really doing his work. He's really listening. He's a coachable guy, and it shows that he wants to be a good player. And as well, he is an athletic kid, and he really, whatever we tell him to do, he does it, and he does it at a good level. So I think that guy also is going to do good. And yeah, and maybe we'll get Sindre back in time. Our former, I would say that he's been our number one corner for like at least a year or two, and he hopefully he's back and in good shape before the season starts. Yeah, man, I think that everything else that you said, is definitely on point with Jürgen and Elias. No, Jürgen and Joachim being the best edges in Norway for sure.
Odin, again, young kid. He got to play a lot last year too in the spots there, and did a good job. Had his first year playing seniors last year, and really stepped up. And like you said, Sigurd, he's just a coachable kid and athletic, and he just he's always in the right spot. He just needs he's just growing into that spot and just getting more confident. So definitely going to be a baller. Sindre is also
tiptoe in, like maybe pick his battles, a little bit.
Yeah,
pick
his battles could be something to learn from there. Yeah, not the biggest guy in the world, but hey, he's back. He's tough. He's tough as they come.
For sure. Now, as I said to Martin, after that hit he took in the championship game, he still showed up to our after the game party just to say that he's good and he was all right. So it's a tough kid.
Tough kid, definitely. And again, he's showing up and he's banging. He's not afraid, so he's ready to go.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Stian. We said 20 minutes, and it's been 20 minutes. So we want to thank you for your time and for your transparency, and that you came on the show, bro.
All right. Hey, thank you guys for having me on.
All right.
Hey, man.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Yep.
All right. Let me just move that. All right. That was good.
That's good.
It's good. I mean, it means a lot for you guys to have Joachim back. He's not even joking. Like, playing linebacker, playing D end, and also can play tackle and guard. So, like, that's the three positions that maybe Norway lacks the most talent at. He's like a true linebacker, a D end, and somebody that can really master O-line.
Joachim is not a true linebacker though. He's a true end. He's a true end.
You're true.
Yeah, but either way, that guy is a baller, and dude, that guy has not been playing for long. He has been playing for long now, but I think he started playing when you guys played in the championship game in Kristiansand. And that's when he started, against Kristiansand in the championship game.
You're forgetting that's 11 years ago now.
Holy smokes, that's what? That's crazy.
That was his rookie season though. Like when he joined the team, we won in the Kristiansand game against Kristiansand.
Wow.
So
Wow. Okay, so he's got he doesn't have 10 years under his belt yet though, because he did have 2 years or 3 years off there, where he didn't play. So he's not at the 10 plus experience, but still he has got like an 8 or 9. So
yeah.
he's definitely a baller, and he knows the sport. And dude, I'm just gonna say this: he came into practice here, and he had one practice, like the first practice, he was like kind of silent, not really silent, but like, okay, so this is how we're doing it. Okay, he's just like kind of learning how we're doing it. And then after that first practice, he's just been coaching. He's just being like, okay, you got to do this. Yo, can we do that? Yo, when we go into this formation or offense is in this formation and like say heavy set, can we have like the safety drop down? Blah 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 blah. And like it's just been nothing but like so
That's
good
cool.
for like because it's really cool because okay, so say like right now we have for defense we have Yenny, we have Jürgen and me, which where it's kind of like us three like running the helm somewhat, you know what I mean, on defense. And dude, Joachim just came in out here, just coming in with a different perspective on the defense, and really helped us out with like finishing how, because we knew there was a missing piece, and definitely that guy when he came in, he showed us exactly what we were missing on defense. So
Right.
I'm so happy that he's back. Like personally, I am so happy. I love playing with him. He's like my first year playing seniors,
chill.
he drove me to every. He's so chill, bro. He's so chill. My first year of seniors, we drove to every practice together because we lived right next to each other. And nah, bro, that guy's been nothing but like a smooth-minded, straight up baller. So yeah, I'm so happy he's back.
That's cool. That's cool. And happy for you guys. I'm excited to see him back in action too. Next
Yeah,
segment.
now all we're missing is Martin to come back. That's all we're
Oh,
missing right now.
That's
our last missing link.
Bro, I told you, I'm super afraid to tear my Achilles. I don't want to do that shit.
Dude.
Playing a safety,
bro, you're
going
not
straight
gonna
from
tear
back
your
pedal
Achilles.
to sprint, my Achilles is gonna pop. Both of them in one play. It's gonna be a double Achilles pop.
You're gonna have to do a T plant, man. Stop the fire feet. No more fire feet for you.
Yeah.
Just a T plant.
Yeah, side step plant instead of
There we
straight
go.
on Achilles.
There we go.
You know.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Twist my hips a little bit. Yeah, it's either my hips or my Achilles gonna pop. One of them. So.
Dude, you're so negative. Just come to a practice, man. You'll be balling out. I know you would.
I know.
And you would never look back neither.
Bro.
Yeah. I know.
I was at one of your practices, and I gotta tell you, it did scratch that little itch. Like, damn.
Yeah.
I miss that smell.
Yeah, man. It's tough. It's tough.
No
I can't. I
homo.
know I can't give up, and I should quit, but I can't quit. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
And I think that's in every footballer's head, or at least everyone that's been injured. You know.
All right. Next segment, we got some questions from Instagram.
Let's go.
Let's go. So, yeah, I gave out a little story, ask us a question, and bro, you listeners, you got to do a better job, man. Only 5 questions. That's not enough.
Yeah, we should have more than that, guys. Come on now.
Yeah. And I want to have some. I want you guys to put us on the spot. I want to have some real discussions here with Sigurd here. I want to hear you guys' opinion about stuff, and maybe ask us what we think about things like that. So, but the questions that we got, they are good. It's not that we got some really good questions. We're gonna bring up 4 of them because 2 of them was pretty much the same question. So no point to have 2 of the same. So 4 questions. Let's go. Right, you can see that, right, Sigurd?
All right. Ok, skal dere snakke noe om den svenske ligaen, eller kommer dere til å fokusere mest på Elitserien?
Right,
so let's translate that. Are you guys going to talk about the Swedish league, or are you just going to focus about the Elite Series here in Norway?
From SU?
From SU, the defensive back for Vikings. Defensive back, Vikings.
Yeah.
So that's why he's asking that question.
Yeah, and obviously we're gonna talk about also Vikings a little bit. Right now we're just on the run with the TeamTalk. We're gonna cover the Eliteserien a little bit in more depth right now, just keeping that streak going. And then we actually got a couple of guests lined up when we're gonna talk about the Swedish series. and they are like the main guys in Sweden to talk about the Swedish series. So we're gonna have some expert help when we're gonna talk about the Superserien.
So be aware, we are going to talk about the Swedish series, but as you guys know, I'm just going to say here, this podcast was founded to be a talking point about American football in Norway, and now we have a Norwegian team in the Swedish series, so that's maybe why we're going to have to transition a little bit about this to talk about the Swedish series as well, just to let you guys know why we might talk about the Swedish series. Obviously, it's because of the Vikings. So yeah, to answer your question, I think we will talk about the Swedish series, but as of right now, our focus is about Elite Series.
Yeah, but we're really excited actually to look into the Swedish series because it's a lot of good talent there, and just their football quality and broadcasts and everything that I like in football are a little bit. It's a small step up to Sweden, so I'm excited to look and maybe learn a little bit from their league.
Yeah.
All right, next question. What will the
Next
coverage,
question.
Yeah, what will the coverage be for U17 this season? And we touched this that the games of U17 are often at the same field and the same day as the senior Elite Eliteserien team. So I will probably be there, but I know the federation, they pay me only for the Elite Eliteserien. So if I'm going to stream the U17 games, it's going to be up to the team that's actually hosting that game. So I'm having a meeting coming up this Friday actually with the federation to clear out what we're going to do moving forward with the U17 series. So I want to cover it for sure. I would love to stream 2 games per game. Like if I'm there, I would love to broadcast some U17 as well. Like I love a young ball.
Dude, we've had some fun commentating on some U17 games, man.
Yeah, they're awesome, bro. Like they're really
Dude,
fun.
do you
to
remember
watch.
that game do you remember that game in Bern, which is like crazy play after crazy play after crazy play?
Yeah,
It was like
Tobias.
it was like man.
I remember
I
Tobias
remember
Galberg
I
took over
remember
that
this.
game.
Yeah, I remember also like there was this it was like I think Vikings had the ball and then Eidsvoll were like tackling and there was a big group and then you just see Eidsvoll guy just run away with the ball into the end zone the other way, like the ball got swooped out somewhere. Like it was so fun. You remember? You don't
Yeah, I
remember
think
that?
so.
That was so funny. It was so funny. I remember that game a lot.
Yeah,
And that was just me and you commentating that one. So it was cool, good
yeah.
time.
It was like the pre like the championship game of the spring season, right? Like also Vikings and Eidsvoll. Yeah, I
Yeah, it
love
was.
I love U17, and I hope we're gonna cover it even better this year than years past. I already put
Hey,
it in my
dude, do you know
schedule.
something?
Well,
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. But is that Vikings junior program going to play in Norway, or are they going to play in Sweden as well?
Norway.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah,
Makes
just
sense. I
just the
wanna know.
seniors. Yeah.
Yeah, clarify.
All right, next question from Jürgen here. How good will 2026 national team be versus the 2016 one? So the 2016 one, that's the one who went to Russia, right?
Yes.
And got
Hey,
beat.
that 2016 had a NFL player on it though. He had Kickalicious. You remember?
Yeah, he missed a field goal for them, and but
That's so funny.
they also played against a high school team, and they lost.
I know that was wild. That was wild.
Not knock on them. Like the talent was good. How would the team go in that's in 2 years? So they would. I hope like if we say 2026, like if they start to prepare for it now, do scouting, do some combines, do some work around it, get some foundations for the team. It can be so much better than the ones 2016 had because the talent hasn't disappeared in Norway. Like the talent is there. Maybe there's a lack of Norwegian quarterbacks right now. We have Wilhelm, and that's it basically in the Eliteserien. And so that would be the only point. It's maybe a lack of quarterback.
Yeah, I would maybe agree with that. I think that the talent, like in pure Norwegian players, might have even evolved a little bit more than it had like in 2016, because we did have a lot of good Norwegian players, like say you in the core of Eidsvoll and core of Vikings and stuff. But other than that, there was just like more of a group of guys that started playing like 2 or 3 years ago. Now you have guys that's been playing their entire life, like say with me, Jørgen, and a lot of other
Yeah,
a lot of like
Raymond,
pair,
you
really,
again.
yeah, exactly. A lot of these other kids, like we've been playing our entire life, which
That's you are
you
in
were
the
kind of
prime right
missing.
now.
Yeah, I think so. I think so, because you don't have any junior players coming up too, like we did. Like as of right now, there's no real, like, there's nothing like there was 10 years ago. Say from right now, then we had like crazy junior
Yeah.
programs, right? We had and now we don't have that. So I think this is the time to have a national team for Norway. I think it is.
In my opinion, if the 2026 team is supposed to be better, they need to assemble that team in 2025 and have some meetings throughout the
Yeah,
year.
yeah, 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 yeah.
The players get to know each other, the coaches get to know the
Sure.
player and their strength and their weaknesses, have some good
But imagine now
scheming,
also if
you know. Huh?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. But imagine now also if you could at the same time have these kids that's been growing up, like say me and these other guys that's been just growing up playing football. Saying you also have that core, that OG core that's like on their last run. You know what I mean? Say we have Arne, Thor, you, uh,
Not me.
uh, maybe not some of these guys. Okay, like you know what I mean though, like their last run.
Yeah.
The core guys that played for the 2016 national team. You know what I mean? All of those boys. That would be an insane team, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. Arne was there. Arne played there. Jan Henrik
Yeah.
Bogen played there.
Yeah.
Some other guys probably too. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, totally agree.
what I remember from that team that more Norway might lack this time around might be like a solid linebacker core. We got Jørgen there who's asking the question.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
probably the best talent of linebacker Norway have right now. But
Yeah.
who's
Yeah.
outside of Jørgen in the like really
No.
good stud Norwegian linebacker? Maybe Raymond. I don't
I
know.
can agree with that. I can agree with that. Raymond is not a linebacker at heart, though. He just started playing linebacker, I don't know, like a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
fully over there in Kristiansand. So, I mean, like there really isn't anybody
It's more like a
at
safety
the
too.
linebacker position. Yeah, yeah.
He moves
It's
around.
not really anyone. Yeah, it's not really
Except
anyone at the
Jørgen.
linebacker spot. Then Jürgen.
But the
So
other team, they had
yeah, I can agree.
like Tor Kampe, for example, just a beast, natural
Dude,
talent, the biggest dude on the
dude.
field. He played linebacker, you know.
Yeah, yeah. He was a good football player, bro.
He was probably the best player the Norwegian national team had.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, next question.
Let's go next question, man.
But I saw before we move on, I saw they had started to have like a petition to get a national
Yeah,
team going. So that's probably why the
I saw
question
that
is
too.
asked, because it's kind of a
Yeah,
little bit in the wind already.
yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah. Did you sign it?
I did.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too. All right.
What did you?
No, I don't
Let's go.
remember actually. I just said I did.
Yeah.
Next question.
Okay,
All right.
what are the educational needs for our growth? Sorry. What are the educational needs of our growing community in terms of football IQ, game knowledge? That's a good question
Good
there,
question.
Taz.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
All right. So when I was a junior player, all through U17, U16 actually, and U13, and then U19, I didn't know about huddle until I moved to the senior, and we had a coach come over, and he was like, "What the fuck? You guys don't use huddle?" And that was
Yeah.
like the first time I saw myself play in the scream and started to learn from it. So I think
Yeah.
to answer that question, it all depends on the coach you got on the team. If the coach is
Yeah.
good at delivering messages and communication and teaching, like you could have all the knowledge and IQ, like the roof is the limit with the right coach. But if you don't have the right coach, I mean, you won't learn that much.
I was about to say the same, man. You know, because when you guys get that coach, was it Jeff or was it Greg you're talking
Yeah,
about now who came in with
we
the
had
huddle?
Greg, but also Jeff was the head coach being brought in.
Yeah, because when I came into juniors or when I started playing, man, I've been watching huddle since I was a young boy. Because when you guys started using huddle, the entire team you started using huddle. So like
Right?
say juniors and stuff. So I got caught up with how to read plays, how to learn from watching, and how to like use huddle when I was in like U17. That's when I started using that with Greg, and that's a huge part that we're missing right now. We don't really have that coaching. It's like a mentorship, like say high school football, right? You have a high school coach. That guy is supposed to be like your your father number two, basically, right? He's going to be a guy that's coaching you in football and in life in some ways. But that's a huge lack that we don't have now today in American football. We don't really, or especially here,
In
at least I
Norway.
could say that for Eidsvoll. In Norway, but I can say for in my situation, we didn't have that in Eidsvoll. We don't. It's something that I've been wanting for a long time. He's controlling in a certain way that everyone is learning from it, so that when he leaves, that mentality stays. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, like
So
Jeff did.
that's kind of what yeah, exactly with Jeff, because you see those core guys over there in Heightsville now, the core guys that are left, they are still teaching and praising how Jeff did it back in the day, right? But we're kind of starting to lose that way because it's not that many people left that remember the ways of Jeff or Greg, and and that's what we're missing. That's what a lot of teams are missing, and I think that's a huge part in growing the educational needs of the
Yeah.
community.
I remember
Good
watching
coaches, good coaches.
yeah, we were watching Huddle with Jeff one time, and I made a good play. Right, I was actually like a nickelback, something like that, but he moved me on the outside of the D end, and the rush
Yeah.
was against me. So first I had to have outside leverage of the tackle, which pulled, and then and then I got past that, and then the fullback was going straight at me, and I got outside leverage of that guy, and then I made a tackle for loss behind on the running back behind that, and Greg and Jeff was like, "Oh snap, Goose, that's your first highlight tape." And I was like, "Highlight tape? What's that?" You know?
Exactly, right?
I didn't even think about, oh, if you do many good tapes, you can put them together and make a highlight tape, you know?
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Jeff really changed Eidsvoll like that because maybe they already were watching videos and also Vikings and stuff like that. I have no idea, but definitely not in Eidsvoll until Jeff arrived, and it was a game changer
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah,
He even he even filmed the practices and stuff like that. He had like a drone filming the practices, and sometimes
yeah.
he had like a guy just standing and filming, and then he watched it later, and he came back next practice, and he was like, "Okay, I saw the practice last night. You guys suck. Fix this."
Yeah, exactly. That's like kind of the biggest changes I saw when I played in Denmark in comparison to anywhere else. They or the team that I played for in Denmark, they were really, really, really good in that department right there. Because when I got there, we had 2 team meetings a week. Everyone just meeting up and like we had like OG Eidsvoll used to have. You remember that? Like when we all met in the Burn Clubhouse and we watched film and stuff like that. You remember?
Yeah,
Yeah, we have that. We had that when I came. We had 2 meetings a week, and also we had a drone and a camera from the backside filming every practice. So we had 2 angles, and everything was on huddle everything. And they filmed also our indies. They had parents use their phone, right, and film every individual group. Like say DBs got filmed by a phone by a parent standing over there. Everyone was so involved in like everyone evolving. Do you understand what I
yeah,
mean? It was kind of cool. And
that
also
is
for
cool.
game day, we had it is really cool. It's really cool because everyone was so involved, and I love that. But at game day, we had booth. We had a damn booth, man. I've never seen that. I had never seen that. And when I got injured, they were like, "Do you want to be in the booth?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to be in the booth," you know. So they gave me, a booth like where coaches have
Commentator booth
headsets, right? The headset. Yeah, no, it's not a commentator booth. It's not a commentator booth. It's a booth. Um,
for coaches,
how do I say that? Yeah, it's for coach. It's a coaching booth.
for coordinators.
Yeah. Coaching booth. So they were like, "Yo, do you want to be in the booth?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I want to be in the booth." Last home game, shit, yeah. They put me up there. I had a headset, and I had one headset. We had one headset that stayed on the sideline, and then our DC had a headset, and our OC had a headset, and our head coach had a headset. And and for the headset that was on the sideline was if we ever wanted to tell a player like, "Hey, this is what they're doing now against you," blah blah blah. We can see this, we would tell like the DC or something like, "Hey, put Michael on a headset. I want to talk to him right now." And then I would like say, "Hey, man, you got to stop doing that because of this." And he's like sending 3-2 guys around. Safety's dropping back for like it was sick. And like for like the OC, we would do like, "Hey." Before every play, "Hey, they're sending five. Hey, number 86 is off the field. 86 is off the field." And then he would like, "Okay, we're going outside
Just
handoff left side. 86 is off the field." Yeah, there was like
that's
he just
awesome.
like audible the play because of he audible the play because of my call, and we got. I remember it so good. It was like it only happened once where I got like a good like call to him. I said 86 off the field, sending 3 guys on the left side. He's like, "Okay, outside handoff right side, boom." And then we got a 40-yard gain just because of that. And that really shows like how technology really evolves the game of American football.
Bro, so you're a future coordinator. That's what I'm hearing.
No, not at all. But I definitely have found it fun doing that though, sitting in the booth.
Yeah,
And
that's
I think that
awesome.
would be really cool if we had that here.
I've seen also Vikings do the same in their speaker booth up in the corner there to have a guy there on the headset talking to the other guys. I know
Yeah,
I seen them do that, so that definitely is something ISO could do because they got like the tower now, and more teams should
yeah,
definitely try to do that, or maybe even have
yeah,
a
yeah,
guy watching the stream. But the stream is not really that direct. It
yeah,
might be a
yeah.
little bit
It wouldn't.
delayed,
No,
so 10-20 seconds,
it
so it
you would
would
have to
work
be
like
there
that.
in person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, another point, it's us. It's a podcast. We are kind of a community, right? Like where we're trying to educate some guys. Like we talk ball, we show them some clip. We have good call, bad call. We're trying to. We're a part of the question here, and that community could definitely grow. Like the the
yeah,
community of people talking and engaging themselves into football visually
yeah,
and on social media and stuff like that. That could definitely grow. I really miss the website, American Football. I love to watch their pre week, after
yeah,
week, stuff like that. But I
yeah.
know that's
Same
that's a
here.
lot of work to ask for a few guys to do. So, but I really hope they bring some of it back, like some engagement.
Me
That
too.
website was so good, man. If you look
Yeah,
at how many members American football had in Norway, it peaked when that website was doing good, and then it starts to drop as that website falls off a little bit. So you can really
yeah,
tell their engagement and their hold on the football community was a good one, and they're missed for sure.
yeah, for sure. And I really hope they find time to maybe bring that back in some way. That would be cool because we could maybe even do some collaborations with those guys. I never know. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um,
We already have.
yeah,
I had
it's
the
definitely a miss.
I had the Ala Magnus on the stream one time. He was commentating with me, and so I know those
Oh,
guys,
nice.
and they just swapped with work and stuff like that. So I know it's
Yeah,
same as us, bro. Except we're not.
we should have a podcast that we should have them on for a podcast once.
Definitely, let's get on that. Yalla Magnus,
Yeah,
you're hereby invited on a podcast, and they have a podcast too. I actually
yeah,
sent them a message and asked if they were gonna post something before the season, and they said they might. They might. So stay tuned for that. I
yeah.
hope. And other than that, it's not really anybody else talking about football in Norway. So I hope somebody else starts doing that.
Yeah, and I hope you guys
We
appreciate
challenge
what
you
we're
guys.
doing as well.
No, we
Yeah,
challenge you guys really because we want it.
yeah.
Just don't compete with us. Don't come here.
Just don't compete with us. Don't come here. Hey, we're the Norwegian football podcast here. Don't test that area.
You know, I'm gonna say one more time, Contact Sports, our new sponsor, loving them. You can see their website in the middle here, and also in the middle, wait, it would be there. Damn it, there. And Ballers 10, you can get 10% off your shopping on their website. There you go, Seeger. All right, you've been crazy late today, by the way. You've been like up to 10 seconds late all episode long. You've not been direct.
Don't know why, man.
Anytime.
I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's my internet. Maybe
even
fix
Stian
that.
was good, bro.
Yeah, even Stian was good, and I'm lacking. That's no. Stian can't be doing it better than me. No. That doesn't work. No.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode, and we'll see you again next time. And I think next time, who we're gonna take a deep dive on, Seeger? Actually, I already know. It's gonna be the Glads.
You already know. It's gonna be the Glads. Let's go.
Glads. And we got the new fresh head coach Dan Levy.
Ooh. Oh, he's coming in.
Yeah.
Dude, that's gonna be the first episode where we have someone on that we don't know personally. So we gotta be prepared.
For sure. Yeah, we gotta come prepared. I have know nothing about him, but I'm gonna read off the Instagram post that the Glads posted where they had some information about him. Man, interesting dude. He beat me in the championship game, so definitely gonna bring that up and tell him to fuck off.
Oh yeah. Back in the day, yeah, man, yeah. There we go. Right attitude.
All right. See you guys for the next time. Ball out.
Ball out, boys.
I gotta keep it there for like 10 seconds. See how long Sigurd takes.
Here it comes.
There we go.
There it is.